I guess we back. Good morning, turtles. January 1st, 2026. The first thing I did today was wake up and return those $1.50 cinnamon twists that expired in October. I purchased food that expired in October. When I opened the bag, it smelled like metal. And I still was like, maybe it's just because these are like $1 junk food. No. I looked at it, it expired at the beginning of October. And then on the inside, because I was about to go on the rant, but then I was like, no, don't go on the rant now. Just talk about the rant because the rant was crazy. Like, what the. My first action of the year was to go back to that store and get my $1.50, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's the year of the Hotep. Shout out to the Hebrew Israelites. I say that jokingly, but like, no, like these corporations are selling us poison. And I understand contextually because the cashier was like, that's why I check my dates. October is crazy. Who among us didn't do their job? And then I'm like, none of these are the conversations. The conversation is this Family Dollar corporation is pillaging our communities. And then I go into this and it's like, you know what? That's the energy. But the vibe, which was me being like, I want my money back. And she was like, why? I was like, because they're expired and also I have a receipt. Like, okay, anyways, that wasn't the point. The point was, I started the year standing on my principles through action, and that's just the vibe. So today I feel good about myself and my life and my choices in the concept of Wednesday to Thursday, the 31st to the 1st, January to December, anustart. I'm like, yeah. What did Dean Martin say? Is that Dean Martin? And now the time is coming, so I face the final curtain. I love that song. I love that very particular scene in The Good Place where that song plays. I love the sound of that song when people do covers of it. The goal was like 15 minutes stream of consciousness, and I'm looking at this clock like, this is the issue, right? Let's just have a conversation. Because how do you do this? How do I adjust this to look normal? Oh, there's a printer. When I say every day except for Wednesday, that's real. When I say transition into a media career, that's also real. The problem seems to always be I don't have anything to say. I genuinely think everybody's stupid. And then in the context of content, I'm not relatable. And not in like a woe is me way, like in a I think I'm smart. I like myself. I like being alive. I'm very pretty in a way that makes people nervous. And I'm just like, but I'm wearing literally plastic press-on nails. And like like I'm so normal and so regular, but just in my life I'm not treated as such. And so in the context of magnifying that, I'm like, ew, I get Beyonce. Like, I'd rather produce something that people love than battle the world about my personality, which is not going to change. And I don't like, because I genuinely think I'm better than everybody because everybody's stupid. But it's like, no, people aren't stupid. They're propagandized. They're traumatized. There's just humans. We're all just humans. And these sound like excuses to me. And so I'm like, okay, obviously that's something wrong with your brain, but not in a way that I want to fix. Because when I zoom all the way out and I'm like, oh, y'all let pedophiles to be in charge, so I'm not wrong. So I'm not wrong, and that's fine. I don't have children, and so that's less my conversation, but also I have a very strong opinion type of vibe. Anyways, the point being, I don't know what I'm doing, and I never know what I'm doing, but it's not like I don't know what I'm doing and things seem to work out. I'm like, well, I guess that is true. I don't know what I'm doing, but things seem to work out. But this has been elusive because me and this mic camera conversation, I used to post videos on Facebook like in 2009. Like, what is the call to this particular void? I don't know. But we're gonna dive deep because it looks like fun and I'm ready to have some fun. Again, why does everybody seem to be allergic to fun? And then I'm like, oh yeah, because y'all let the pedophiles be in charge, which is fine. So that's it. That's all. I just run out of things to say. The goal is to just get good at talking for fun, not for work, but this is also work because it's a career transition. I don't know. I'm so tired of talking, but I'm even more tired of listening. I'm not tired of talking. I'm tired of listening, but I don't really know where to start in all the things I have to say. It's not that I have nothing to say. It's that I don't know where to start in all the things I have to say. Because I got a lot to say, but none of them are kind or refined. And so, words mean things. We got to make sure the words are making sense and they're kind and they're refined, because I grew up in a world where I always understood that sociopathy was the magic formula because we won't get into it, but I always understood that. And I thought everybody else understood that, and I thought we were just playing a game, and then I'm like, oh, you guys fell for it. That's not that strange, because like obviously I didn't hatch. I also just lived a life, but in every aspect I always understood that I was searching. That's why I got to this place where I am now, which is broke down in the basement. So it's not, how it's all about aesthetics. I've always known that is literally my mother's, like, that's my ancestral, I don't know, what do you call it? Like the thing you pass down, but it's like charm, like magic, like in Charm, where the witches got their powers through generations. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's the thing. They understood, well, she understood the magic and glamour and the power of aesthetic, because we live like Cash is God, not king, it's God. Like, is everybody confused? And I'm like, yeah, because life is a contradiction. It don't need to be understood, but I get it. You have a lot of questions. You want answers. You want things to make sense. But the question always is like, why my mama don't love me? And it's like, because she didn't really want to have you. And it's a very complicated scenario where children are just babies and just eggs and just cells, but also humans. And all I know is my legacy will be sex education, because I'm tired. Like, that's where I'm gonna start. But in the context of this, I'm like, ugh, no. This is just how I manage to make it through the days, because again, broke down in the basement with his kids. And I don't know, if his kids around, you gotta be serious because his kids around. I just thought that was the rules. Like, that's just, as an adult, as a human adult, that's the vibe. With kids around, you gotta be serious. And in my life right now, just for January though, like, I ain't got no kids is the greatest reminder that I say to myself every day. Hi, good morning, you're beautiful, you don't have children. I don't know, like, is there any greater sensation than that? I haven't experienced one. The point being, every day except for Wednesday.